All right, AC, analytics capper, the father of three. He's been in the grinder, but he had to come join the boys and talk some hoops. Talk to me about this Knicks Warriors total. You're going with the under. Knicks have been struggling to cover any numbers as of late. We know they're dealing with a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, so this is interesting for me because this is a completely different team the Warriors are from the beginning of the season. The one thing is Draymond Green is back, which means their defense organically or naturally is going to be better. Communication, switching, all of that. And the second thing is Kuminga is a completely different player from what we saw a couple months ago. And if he's on the floor, he's just so athletic at the wing position that it's so hard to go, score against them. So you have two really good defenders there. Wiggins is a plus defender as well. So I think the Warriors, what we see right now towards the end of February, is completely different from the team we saw in January and December. They are, to me, a defensive minded team. And that, to me, was how they won championships. They were an elite defense. And then you look on the other side. This is like Coach Thibs' team, like from 2 years ago, right? They have one star and a bunch of role players. And the way he played back then was slow it down, grind it out, play physical. And I think he knows that's the only way that this Knicks team without Randall and without OG can really compete with everyone else. So they got to slow it down and just make it really ugly. So I like the under in this game. And it fits with your over because when it comes to primetime games, I do tend to like that, right? One under, one over, or one favorite, one dog, something like that. So, I like the under here the more I talk about it.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson questionable as well. He did not go in the game against New Orleans, and they flat out. If Jalen Brunson's not on the floor, you can forget about them doing anything. So if keep an eye on that. If he's questionable and doesn't end up going, dealing with the neck issue, they have a really hard time scoring. A lot of their offense is going to come from Dante DiVincenzo getting up a ton of threes. Precious Achua getting putbacks, stuff like that. So it can get really ugly if Jalen Brunson doesn't go for them on offense with all the rest of the guys they're missing. J Money is money. Talk to me overall about the Warriors. Are you a believer? Them going to the Garden, potentially a little extra bump there. But as AC laid out, they have been playing a lot better basketball overall, offense, defense, everything as the end of this season starts to shape up here. Any thoughts on this matchup and the total?
Yeah, I would lean to. I don't have any thoughts on the total. The last time the Warriors played in the Garden, they lost by 38 points. They lost 132-94. So I'm sure those guys are going to remember that. Now I'm not sure who all played and didn't play in that one. Looks like Steph Curry was out for that game, but Draymond was in there. So I'm sure Draymond, Klay Thompson were in that game. So I'm sure that they're going to remember that. Last time being, I mean, that's like the Mecca over there. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to remember getting smoked in the Garden there. But I do expect this line to move, obviously, with Jalen Brunson. Like if Jalen Brunson is in, the total's going to go up a couple points. The side is going to come down a couple points as well here. So he was out with a neck issue. I probably expect him to play. This is probably one that you might get a better number right before game time, whether you like if you do like the under and if you like the Knicks as well. But the Warriors have really started to put things together. They're 4-1 straight up and against the spread last 5. I'd like to say I lean to the Warriors here. It's just one of those type of games I could see going either way. I don't really have a great feel for it.
Yeah, 4 straight unders for the Warriors, 4 straight under for the Knicks. The Knicks have been struggling offensively. They're leaning a lot on Jalen Brunson. His point prop on a nightly basis since Julius Randle's been going down has either been 30.5 or 29.5. It's all the way up to 31.5 here against the Warriors. So keep an eye on that injury report. If he doesn't go, I would very much suggest you look at the Warriors -3 and under team total, Knicks total, all that, because he is that important to the Knicks offensively and just overall the team.